Hi everyone, Hannah here, welcome back to the channel. I'm being a little bit quieter. I'm in hospital, it's the morning. I have my own room, which is very nice. I'm on a completely different ward to last time. That I think they've had a few changes about. Got that lovely hospital gown on. I'm not going to lie, I am very nervous, very nervous. They've said this is the room I'll be in, so I've got some bits and bobs out. Now I'm just waiting for the nurses to come see me, the anaesthesiologist and then the surgeon. Okay, so I've got my hair up in braids, got cannula in, got that lovely tracker on, I've got these lovely socks on, compression socks. Surgeon's been, just waiting for the anaesthesiologist. Now I'm bricking it, to be honest. Real quick, Ward D, I have my own little room. There is a TV, and then just there, my own little bathroom. Hello. I'm ready to go now, I think. Oh my goodness. Apologies, my voice is not the best. It's been a palaver. It's now about 2 o'clock the next day. They put a tube down your throat to help you breathe while you're under, and it's kind of scratched my throat up. So I'm going to try and talk as best I can. Cannula in the other hand now. The surgery went as well as it could have. It was all laparoscopic. That was fine. I didn't have to be opened up. However, the surgeon said, sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. The surgeon said when she got in there was a lot more scar tissue than she anticipated from the previous surgery. So it took longer because of that. I also had an ovarian cyst that she very kindly got rid of for me while we were in there. Now you might notice, just move this over, on this hand, they tried to put cannula in. They weren't able to for whatever reason. I was under, I don't know the reason. So I came back to the ward with just a paracetamol drip after a major surgery. Last night was up until about midnight is a blur. It's an absolute blur. And the nurse, I can't thank her enough. She was phenomenal. Come about midnight, she came in. She could tell that I wasn't with it. I was in excruciating pain. Excruciating pain. I mean, I was only on paracetamol. Bit of a mess. This is a plus though of braiding my hair, at least it's going to keep it out of the way. My mouth is so dry. So she gave me some oral morphine, which didn't seem to do anything. I can't underestimate this enough. It was the worst pain I have ever felt in my life. So she got the on-call doctor because she started to get concerned. He said he would see if the anaesthesiologist on call, because it was obviously past midnight at this point, would agree to a morphine line where you've got the little press button and you can just kind of administer it yourself. They came in, fitted it straight away for me. Within 20 minutes I was much better. Everybody else that then came in afterwards, everyone said, "Oh, you are looking better, you were looking awful." I didn't take any offence. So I'm not the best by any means. I'm on fluids. I've had a bit of jelly for lunch. Jelly's jelly, isn't it? Just to make sure everything's working. I was also very sick last night, which apparently is a good thing. They were expecting me to be sick, and I was sick. So it didn't feel very good. It's horrible when you're being sick. And again, I'm so sorry if this is not easy to make out, but my throat right now, which is why I've tried to keep the microphone close to me, so hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, surgery wise it went well. Recovery wise, not the best start, but we're getting there. Still got loads of tubes tubed up to me. I've had a walk. They did get me. I'm obviously sat in the chair right now. Had a walk. The lovely guy said he'll be back later on. He was actually the same guy that helped me start to get up and walk about after the stoma surgery, which is nice. So I'll have another walk kind of later in the evening. The catheter is in. They said they'll probably take that out later because I'm up and about now and I'm walking. They'll probably take that out later. I think that's everything. So yeah, that is me for now. I'm not sure. I'll be in at least another day, maybe 2 more days. I suppose it depends how things go. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of dreading coming off this now, but at this point it should be a hell of a lot better than it was last night. And yeah, just gotta rest up and heal. I'm not gonna show any of those gross bits because you don't want to see that. Long story short, I now have the start of a J pouch. So the surgeon used my small intestine to create an internal pouch that was sewn together in the middle. And after a few months of healing, so obviously it's got to heal, that will then be attached to my bottom. And instead of going to the toilet through a stoma, I'll then go to the toilet through my bottom. So those are the growth bits to talk about, but these things happen, don't they? So I am going to have another nap.
Still here, been maternity. Go back out now.
Oh, what a palaver. It's day 2 post-op now. Oh, it's been a morning. Late yesterday afternoon they took the catheter out. My bladder just didn't want to work. I felt like I needed to have a wee. Sat on the toilet. The pain was horrible. And I just couldn't pee. It was like tiny little drip drops came out and that was it. So they did a quick bladder scan. My bladder was full, but it wasn't emptying. So I've got a new catheter in now. The relief of that, it was awful, that pain. I'm not having the best luck. Morphine drip is out. They've kept the cannula in just in case they need anything else. But morphine drip is out. They've said probably tomorrow at this point they'll try taking the cannula out again. Sorry about my voice, my throat is still an absolute mess. They'll try taking the cannula out again tomorrow and see where we go from there. I kind of want to get home now. I will say a plus side about being on kind of a maternity type ward, I've got my own room. The downside is there's ladies giving birth 24/7. Actually, as of yet, I've heard a lot of screaming ladies but no screaming babies. But there's babies being born, so I am feeling a bit sorry for myself today. But on the road to recovery, I feel a bit more alert today. I've had a few walks. They obviously get the recovery guys to come and get you to have a walk. So I've had a couple of walks, so I do feel a bit better today, kind of overall. Oh my goodness. So a couple steps forward, step back. They took the catheter out. I can't pee. My bladder is just not cooperating. So they put another one back in. They've taken it out again. And I can't pee again. All the other tubes are out, everything. I've got one catheter left in my arm. All the other tubes are out, the drain's out. I just need to pee. I've been sat on the toilet, I've had the tap running, walks, you name it, I'm trying it. I just need to pee and then I can go home. So everything else is going fine. I just need to pee now. I'm at that stage where I'm not sleeping that well here anymore. It's one of those things, isn't it? You always sleep better in your own bed. It's always going to happen. So yeah, just a small update for today. I just need the loo. I am back home. Look at PB behind me. I look a mess. I don't really care right now. Got back home very, very late last night. Haven't really done much today. It's so nice being at home in your own environment, in your own bed. I had a shower, which completely wiped me out. Kind of just let my hair do whatever the heck it wants to do for now. Out of breath every now and again, but it'll come. These things will come. They did pre-warn me all this stuff. Came back with all the meds that I need, including, if you've ever been in hospital overnight, they give you stomach injections which help the blood not clot, and they call it Clexane. So it's an injection that you put in your stomach. It's tiny little injection, but the needle, in my head, the needle's like this big. It's that big. It's only probably about an inch big. I hate needles. Absolutely hate them. I used to have Humira injections, which are similar. The best way to describe those are similar to EpiPens, where you don't see the needle. It's like a pen that you click the top on. I could do those to myself because I never saw the needle. I've set an alarm on my phone, which will happen every day for the next 2 weeks now, for these lovely Clexane injections, and I panicked. I don't do needles. Thank goodness for my husband. I just panicked. I'm thinking about it now. I hate them. But he's absolutely amazing. Bless him, he read through the instructions twice. He was like, I need to know exactly what I'm doing. I can't mess this up. We've got to get it right. And he was phenomenal. So, just had the tummy injection, so I thought I'd quickly do this clip as well. Fair play to him. He's a lot braver than I am with that stuff. The amount of needles that I've had the past few days, you would think it's fine, but there's just something about putting the needle into myself that I just freeze up and panic. So, thankfully, that is all fine. So just before they released me back into the wild, they obviously give you all the paperwork of, like, all the discharge notes, all the medication that you need, any sick notes for work, that kind of thing, instructions on kind of emergency numbers to contact, what to possibly expect. I was walking up and down the corridors every day. The guy from therapy services, like the advanced recovery, took me up and down some stairs while I was there. The cat in the background. The cats were not happy when I got home, because obviously I stank of hospital. I was in there for 4 days, 4 nights. I can't even remember now. So obviously I stank of hospital, because you just would smell different, wouldn't you? They were not happy. They would come and smell my hand and kind of run off and smell the clothes that I was wearing, and they were like, no thank you. Then as soon as I had a shower, they're back. They're being all cuddly now. They're still a little bit wary, probably because I've been away for a couple of days, but bless them. I also wanted to, and I'm going to get emotional now, so apologies, but I wanted to say the biggest thank you to everyone for sending such lovely messages while I was in hospital, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube comments. 1 minute. I keep crying. Part of it is the relief of being home, you know, when you're just so relieved to be home. I cried earlier eating noodles, just because I was so glad to be at home eating noodles. I mean, so apologies, I'm probably going to cry again in a minute or so. My eyes are leaking, we'll just put it down to that. But thank you so much to everyone for all the support. And I don't want to cry, so we'll talk about something else. We'll look at Pooh Bear, look at his face. Look at his happy face in the background. So yeah. Rest and recoup. Plenty of walking still. Well, not plenty of walking, kind of doing as much as I can. So each day building it up bit by bit, just to get everything back. I am scared to sneeze, because I did have laparoscopic surgery, so it was keyhole. I've got 4... I'm not going to show you down there, because I've currently got my hoodie up, because of where the needle went in. It smarts quite a bit, so I'm just letting that air. So I've got 4 little bandagey like dressing bits, 3 from the incisions from the laparoscopic, and 1 where the drain was. That one does still seep a little bit, but the hospital did give me some spare dressings to put on. They've said, because it's not seeping a lot, it's just like tiny little bits, they weren't concerned, but they said if it does start to really seep and like I'm soaking through bandages, then obviously go back and they'll have a look at it, see if it might need a stitch, for example. So everything went as well as it could have. the surgeon, I can't remember if I've said this in any other clips. I can't remember a lot of the other clips, so I'm so sorry if I am repeating myself. When the surgeon came to see me the next day, she came to see me the evening, but I don't remember the day at all. That is a huge blur to me, which is probably a good thing because it's painful. She said the surgery itself took longer than she expected because I had a lot more scar tissue than she anticipated from the previous surgery. Now, she said that shouldn't affect the pouch or the pouch healing or anything like that, but it's something to keep an eye on. And there was also, not very kindly, a cyst on my ovary. She said there was quite a hefty cyst sat there on my ovary in the way, so she very kindly got rid of that for me as well. That could have explained, if you've seen in my videos before, I had a previous hospital stay when they suspected endometriosis. So that could have explained some of that as well. So she very kindly got rid of that for me. She did a lot of maintenance for me, bless her. But yeah, complete and utter faith in my surgeon, which is why I stayed at New Cross Hospital in Wolverhampton, because we did used to live in Wolverhampton. We moved to Shropshire, but I stayed under their care because she's just done me proud, and I trust her at this point. So there's not many people that I would trust with knives to go chopping up my internals. So yeah, I'm going to leave this clip here for now, and I will check back in a day or so. 2 days have now passed. As in yesterday, there were no clips at all. However, yesterday I did nearly end up back in hospital. So it's fine, no major panic or anything. I did too much. There's a little convenience store just a couple minutes away. I was craving some chocolate, just some plain chocolate. So we thought we'll have a walk there, nice walk, slow walk there, slow walk back. I did too much. To the point, it's my own fault. I can laugh about it now. To the point where when we got back, I said to my husband, I think I'm going to pass out. I've never had that sort of feeling before. I felt like I was going to pass out. So he sat me down, got me some apple juice, just sugary drink, try and get as much sugar in me as possible. Had to relax. That was fine. Fast forward a couple of hours to the wounds. So there's 3 where they were the incisions for the keyhole and 1 where the drain was. It's the drain wound. Sorry if you can hear the cat in the background. They're going a bit hoo-ha today. So the one's just staring at me. Bless. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, aren't I? So the wound where the drain was, I stood up because I thought, I think I need the toilet. And all of a sudden, I felt water dripping down my leg. And at first, I honestly thought, oh my God, I've weed myself. I hadn't weed myself. I was like, what the heck is this? The drain wound was just seeping water, complete water, like a very, very light pink sort of colour. Almost like diluted blood in a way. No gunk, no redness, no soreness. Well, I mean, it's sore, but not extra soreness. It was just seeping and it just wouldn't stop. It would not stop. I changed the dressing, went through that. I went through 3 dressings in an hour. I ended up having, got it here, let me grab it. Big old wad of kitchen roll that I've been putting on top of the dressing. So obviously the dressing is all clean and sanitary. That then touches the wound, and then I've been just holding kitchen roll on top of it, and it was just, it wouldn't stop. So I called the hospital. This was about 10 o'clock last night, and the doctor there said, well, there's no temperature, there was no blood coming out, it wasn't oozing in the sense of like pus or thick, it was just as runny as could be. And he said there was no signs, from what I was saying, of any sort of infection or anything like that. So he said, lay down, rest. He thinks I'd overdone it and see what happens today. So overnight it stopped. It did start again a bit this morning, because this morning I had a shower. I just felt gross. So, well, I say I had a shower. I sat down in the shower, so it was like a bath with shower combination, because it's so nice to have like clean, dry hair. It's so nice. and it did start again a bit, not nearly as much as yesterday. So I did call them up and to double check, because he originally told me to go into hospital today to see the sisters on the surgical ward. So I called them back to basically say, you know, I had a shower and it started again a bit, nothing as much as yesterday. They were happy for me to stay at home because I'm not in extra pain. It's sore, but it's not more sore than it was. It's just the general soreness. So they were happy for me to stay at home, just making sure, drink plenty of fluids, plenty of rest. It sounds like there's capillaries, like the tiny little blood vessels at the very top, that potentially just could have got damaged during the surgery, and me doing too much yesterday just aggravated them. So they just decided, I've had enough. They cried. Instead of me crying, they cried. So yeah, all still going fine, all still going well. But it's just taking it out of me, which I suppose it would. I'll get there. I think I overestimated how much I could do, which is one of those things, isn't it? Like, I'm sat here right now, I feel like I could just stand up and walk a mile. But I know that the second I move, my body's going to be like, So, a couple steps back, but not in the bad sense. I didn't end up going back to hospital. Hopefully it's fine and it will eventually heal itself, because the nurses did say as well that it can be quite common for the drain wound to spew. No, I don't want to say the word spew, that's gross, isn't it? Seep, to leak for a couple of days afterwards. They said because that's more of an open wound. There's no stitches in there. It is more of an open wound. Mine is about that long, a good centimetre long, and it is still, it's not sealed, it's still open. So they did say, you know, that does happen with the drain wounds, unfortunately. They don't like to stitch them if they can avoid it, so to try and just wait it out, do less, don't overexert myself. But yeah, Leo's just in the kitchen cooking some noodles, so I'm still finding, oh cat, the cat's helping. The cat's like, I'm cooking food right now. It's that minefield, isn't it? I know that I need to eat to recover, to have the energy to recover, but there's a lot of food right now that the thought of it just makes me feel sick. Noodles is one of the only things that's not making me feel sick right now, like noodles, pasta, rice, mashed potato. There was too much of that in the hospital, so I can't stomach that right now. So what we're doing is we've got like packs of noodles. Leo cooks them and I have about a fifth, and then he'll have the rest, because I can't eat a full pack to myself right now. But getting there, fluid intake, that's constant. So we are getting there bit by bit. But I will leave this clip here for now and probably do another one in a couple of days when hopefully nothing else will have gone wrong. Also, look at PB. He's just sat on the back there. He's watching over me. But yeah, you could tell I'm in my onesie. I've got a blanket because I went freezing cold earlier. I'm one of these people that's always cold as well, which doesn't help. So when I start feeling the cold, I'm like, I need a blanket, I need all this stuff. So I've got a nice big Disney onesie on just for comfort. Right now, comfort is the issue. I've not got a face on, so I don't have the energy to put a face on right now. I brush my hair, which is a win for today. I'm going to leave it there for now. Hello everybody. It's been another couple of days and this will probably be the last clip now. I'm not like back to normal. There's still a lot of healing to do, but compared to a couple of days ago, it's a lot better. So there's the 4 wound areas. The 3 on my left are where the incisions were. Those don't have dressings on anymore. They are all kind of fully sealed. They itch as well, and I know that's a good sign that they're healing, but it's annoying because they itch. The drain site it seeped a tiny amount every now and again. Nothing compared to when it was quite properly seeping out. That was not pleasant at all. We do still have a dressing on that one because it looks about 90% sealed up now compared to before it was just open. So just to be safe, while it is still open a little bit, we have put another dressing on, so we don't want any yak to get in there or anything like that. Getting used to the new stoma compared to the old ones. It's a different, the physical location is the same, but it's higher up my intestine, so it's just a bit different. What else? The tummy injections are still not nice at all. Very near the end of those though, thank goodness. Had another couple showers, and it's just nice being home, eating a bit more now, getting my appetite back, drinking a bit more, kind of getting up and about a bit more. I can kind of stand up and walk around now by myself, don't need any help to do that. So at the beginning it was obviously hard to use your abs, so sometimes you needed a bit of a boost to get up. And obviously the hospital beds, there's like, they go up and down for you. That's the only plus about hospital beds, is with those lovely switches, they go up and down for you. Just thinking, I can't think of anything else that's happened. I have my next appointment with the surgeon mid-December, where we'll probably discuss the next surgery to connect everything up. And like I've said before, some people are fine with a stoma, some people aren't. I've always been in the middle. There's days when it's fine, there's days when I can't stand it. So for me, it was the right choice to try the pouch surgery. There's no guarantee it will work. We fully understand that, but it was worth a go. So yeah, this is probably going to be the last clip now, because it'll just be kind of the generic healing going on. I'm already planning, like the first video that I do out and about will probably just be like a small shop video, just to get out and about, start having more walks again. But yeah, another huge thank you for all the lovely messages that I've had. They really did help. Oh, actually, one thing about one of the wounds that I've just thought of, which one is it? It's the third one in, next to the drain site. A good inch around that wound, like there's a stonking bruise there, a good inch around it, I can't feel that skin. So whether there's nerve damage there, I'm really not sure. It's getting comfortable now as well. I keep finding I'm getting uncomfortable very quickly. But yeah, around that third one, I can't feel it, which is a bit concerning. Maybe there's nerve damage, not 100% sure. But also that wound, the others are all kind of flush to the skin with how they're healing. That one kind of dips in where the scar was, where the incision was, where the scar now is. So whether something maybe went a bit wrong there, that's why there's an extra bruise and a bit of nerve damage, I'm not really sure. Obviously, if I'm concerned about it, I can ask the nurses. Right now, I'm more concerned about healing and everything else, because I can't feel it. So if there was extra pain there, I can't feel it. So that's appreciated. But a huge thank you to all the lovely messages that I've had all the way through this. It really has helped me get through it. So yeah, just more recovery, wait for the next appointment, and then we'll go from there. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!